mother-in-law called me a mistake that should have died, and my husband thanked her. I was hugging my cousin at my anniversary party when I heard her voice behind me, loud enough for everyone to hear. God, it still makes me sick to look at her. You'd think after 10 years I'd be used to it, but I'm not. I turned around and she smiled at me like she hadn't said anything wrong. She was talking about the scars that cover the left side of my face and neck from a house fire when I was 11. Cole's mother had never accepted that her son married someone who looked like me. An hour later, I found her cornering my aunt by the gift table. I thank God every day that her womb is as ruined as her face. Can you imagine that thing being the mother of my grandchildren? Some people just shouldn't be allowed to reproduce. My aunt's face went pale, but she didn't say anything. Before dinner, my mother-in-law grabbed my wrist and yanked me close. I found a surgeon who fixes monsters like you. I'll pay for all of it. Consider it my gift to Cole, since he's too soft to admit he's disgusted every time he has to touch you, she whispered. I tried to pull away, but she held on tight. You trapped my son with guilt. We both know he stays out of pity, so you need to give him a way out. Cole found me a minute later and I told him what happened. His jaw tightened so hard I could see the vein in his temple. I'm ending this tonight, he said. I grabbed his arm. Please don't, not in front of everyone. He looked at me for a long moment and nodded, but something in his eyes had shifted. Dinner was silent. Cole didn't touch his food, and his mother kept glancing at us with this satisfied smirk. When someone called for toasts, she practically ran to the front of the room. She smiled at everyone like a woman accepting an award. Then she started talking about marriage and sacrifice. Then her eyes locked onto mine and her voice turned to ice. My son has always been weak. He was always bringing home broken things he felt sorry for. Stray dogs, wounded birds, and now this thing. She gestured at me like I was trash. When you bring damaged goods into your family, you're not being noble. You're being pathetic. She stared right at me. And when those damaged goods can't even give you children because her body is too mangled to carry one, well, she shrugged. At some point you have to cut your losses. At some point you have to admit you wasted your life on a mistake that should have died in that fire. The room went dead silent. Tears streamed down my face and I couldn't move. Then I heard a chair scrape back as Cole stood up. He was smiling. Not an angry smile, but this wide, warm smile that made no sense. Thank you, Mom. Really. Thank you for reminding me why I married her. The smile fell off his mother's face. Cole turned to face the room. My wife got those scars when she was 11. Her house caught fire in the middle of the night and she made it outside safe. But then she heard her 4-year-old brother screaming from the second floor, he said. The room went still. She went back in. She was only 11, but she ran back into a burning house because she couldn't let her baby brother die. She found him in his bedroom and carried him down a collapsing hallway. When the ceiling came down, she threw her body over his. He pointed to the back. That's her brother right there. He's alive because she decided his life was worth more than her own face. I turned and saw my brother Micah standing up from his table, tears streaming down his cheeks. Cole's voice dropped. Mom, I don't think you would have gone back in, and I know I wouldn't have been brave enough. He looked at her with something like pity. Every scar on her body is proof she's more of a woman than you'll ever be. Everyone started clapping. I looked at my mother-in-law and her face was white as paper. Cole went over to her and whispered something I couldn't hear. Whatever it was, she grabbed her purse and left without another word.